So before you all start asking your doubts and all, so I have few things for you which could help you crossing your few of your queries. So if you are looking on Salesforce resume, you could watch this video. Okay, this one. Let me add the link for that in the chat so that you could refer this one. The video which you could refer if you have any issues or doubts regarding resume. Okay, and also I have another list for filtering out your doubts before we begin the session. So I have prepared this document. Okay, so here you could find few of the things, like suppose if you want the list of all the top important topics to prepare for the Salesforce interview, that you could get from here. And also here is a list of the trailhead path that you could follow. As you know, the trailhead become kind of confusing sometimes, so all these you could refer here, and few of the important topics resources are also mentioned here, so which you could refer. And to get this video, just drop me a message on LinkedIn and I will share. Let me share my LinkedIn profile so you could connect with me for this document later on. Okay, so this out of the way, so you could ask your doubt one by one.
What are the future of Salesforce?
It is going to be there as you could see, like on an acquiring street. Like as you could see, it's acquiring so many things, and it is also upgrading like each year, or like every year it is upgrading its system and all. So I believe the future is there. It's not going to die down until your life dies. I guess you would be able to have a complete career with Salesforce.
And can non-IT graduate enter in Salesforce?
Yeah, they could. Like the Salesforce is welcoming people from every genre and every domain. As you could see, like there are doctors that are becoming Salesforce developer, the teachers are becoming Salesforce developer, even the HR becoming Salesforce developer. So yeah, we could become everyone could become the Salesforce developer or the admin. If you are targeting for the admin or developer, it's up to your choice. You could become you could enter the Salesforce ecosystem.
Hello, yes, Pankaj. Hi, this is Shweta.
Yes, Shweta.
I'm having total 4 years of experience in non-IT because I want to move to Salesforce. Like, is it better to join in Salesforce admin or Salesforce developer?
Like this is the similar question that I got previously as well. So I would give you a good example for this. So suppose there are two people. One is a Salesforce admin and one is a Salesforce developer. And the admin knows the half of the thing. Okay, and you know developer knows both the admin part and his own part. So developer is like someone who has the complete knowledge, and admin who knows one part. Both of them goes to IT company. They would be hired as the same position called software engineer. So their pay would be same. Now let me ask you, suppose these two guys comes to you, one who knows half of the job, one who knows the complete job, and whom would you prefer to hire?
Who has both knowledge of developer and admin.
Yeah, because you don't want to pay the same salary to someone who knows half of the thing. And in India, you know, we all are money conservative. I can't say about Western countries. There's a great scope for the admin, but in India, we all know we Indians are money conservative. So I would suggest you target the developer role, and learning coding is not that difficult. I would like to share one thing before we continue ahead. Okay, so I will not be taking a lot of your time, but yeah, I would like to inform you on something. Recently I have started providing the Salesforce training. Okay, and so if someone who want to learn Salesforce, you are from the completely non-tech background or tech background, if you want to go for the Salesforce, so if you guys want to join the Salesforce training, you could contact with me. I'm going to be providing both personal and batch training, both at the same price. Okay, and also admin only and admin plus developer, both training would be provided, and both would be at 1/4 of the market price. And so the first 100 people I am providing it at a 10k. This is the first 100 people to join. If you want to contact me or schedule a call with me on this, you could either ping me on a LinkedIn. This is my LinkedIn ID. I have already shared that in the chat. So you could refer it, and you could also drop me a message on this number, or drop me a mail here. Drop me a WhatsApp on this number or a mail. If you want to discuss, you could just schedule a call with me. Okay.
Sir, how many days are required to learn Salesforce?
Pramod, it's up to your capability. There is a saying in Hindi, yaar, apni kshamta hai. It's about your caliber. So yeah, if you want to complete it, you could complete in 1 month. If you are little slow, you might take 1.5 months. You might take 2 months. You might take 3 months. It's about a personal capability, but it's not that difficult to prepare. even for the non-tech background. Suppose if a technical guy is taking say 2 days to learn something or understand something, the non-technical guy might take 4 days or 5 days. At the end, even he would be able to understand. Once he is complete with all his or her training, he would be at the same level as that tech guy. Only thing that is differentiating a non-tech and a tech guy is the programming itself. Once you have that, you are kind of equal to them. So no issue on that. Hope Pramod, this answers your question.
And its development part is arts around some moderate.
Like it's not hard. It was just you need to put some effort there. Like you might face the difficulty in understanding for few days or like 3 days, but at the end you will be able to understand. Suppose when you were a child, so you want to walk. Like walking was difficult, but at the end you are able to walk now, na. So if you put some effort, at the end you will be able to learn. It's not hard. It will take some time, but you need to be consistent.
Okay, and sir, is it means J2S all portals are means all are my completed? Now I'm ready to be means a working environment, or should I take some time to be need an expertise in the
Trailhead is not like that. Would not like make you job ready. You need to put effort and practice from your own. That you need practice, because if you go to J2S modules, like flows are not explained properly that are asked more in an interview. The triggers are not explained that are asked more in interviews, and so many things that are asked in interview are not explained in that detail. So you need to put
where should I learn
effort
about
on
the
it.
no, actually, where should I learn about the triggers and all the things in details?
Yeah, to tell you one thing, since I'm a working professional, I'm not getting much of time to put videos. Okay, it would take me a while to upload the videos on your what do you say on your triggers and Apex. But in a meanwhile, I would have a one suggestion for everyone who's looking for how to prepare triggers. This is a personal suggestion. This is what I did. Go on Google, type Salesforce interview trigger scenario based question, and every website that you get on the first of your search result, go to every website and pick every questions. What is the benefit of it? It would give you the idea of different kinds of questions that could be asked in the interview around triggers, and it would also make you ready, like prepare you well regarding the triggers. It is kind of a rigorous training that you are going through for the triggers. So that would be my one suggestion for you to how to prepare for the triggers.
Okay, sir. Thank you for asking.
Yeah, sure.
So hi, Monica.
Yeah, hi, CJ. Could you guys hold a sec? I'm getting a call from my father, so I have to attend that. Yeah. So could you hold few minutes? Yeah. Sorry, guys, for the wait. Yeah, Srija, you could ask your question.
Yes, Pankaj. So, since I'm planning to move from other domain to Salesforce now,
Okay.
I'll be a fresher to Salesforce. Yes, so
Okay.
I'll be a fresher to Salesforce.
Okay.
So, how will the salary vary? Like, will it be an add-on to my current package from other domain, or be like the fix that Salesforce fresher salary kind?
That would vary from company to company. You can't fix that it would be less or it would be more. It varies from company to company. If your interview went well, the company might pay you the price that you want, or also it depends on your negotiations.
No, I'm asking like if my 2.5 or 3 years of experience will be counted there, or
You might get few bucks less. That might be a chance, but there is one way to prevent that. Because how you would prevent that? Suppose you get an offer letter from one company. Okay, try negotiating with, like, when you go for other job. Use that interview letter and try to increase the package, and that way you would be able to at least reach it to your current package. But that is just one scenario the company might give, but there are companies that are offering greater or actual equal pay to like they are also considering your so it's up to companies. Okay, you can't fix that. You would, there chances you might get less, but it depends also on the companies. Perform well in the interview, some companies are okay with it, with giving you more. Try to negotiate and try to move it as much as you. So hope that would not put you like away from targeting the Salesforce role.
okay, I got it.
Yeah, but yeah, to tell you, the companies are providing like more package, and considering your experience, they are companies, because few of my friends got that job, like the package more than their current package.
Yeah, that's great. Actually.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
How is it different from other software development technologies? How is Salesforce development is different from other software technologies?
Okay, how it is different? The first point would be it is easy to learn. That is one of the benefit, and second, Like suppose, let me take an example. So there's a company, like the Salesforce. Salesforce are providing all the facilities on its own platform. Okay. Now there's a company who want to say use a sales cloud of the Salesforce. Okay, something like that. They want to design some functionality like that. For that, they would be hiring the Java developer, then some backend developers and all, preparing their website and all. That would cost them them too much. But when you come to Salesforce, the client just need to purchase some license and he would get a lot of facilities. Like they could get a facility cloud experience to design their own website. Then they're getting service cloud, financial cloud, and other clouds as per their requirement. And also they would get the automations that could be designed using lightning flows or apex. And if they want some customization, that could also be provided. Like suppose if you want to design a website or automation tool, you would need to hire developers, and that would cost them more. Okay, so that is also one of the benefit. And also there are some CRM platform that could become like restrictive. You can't do the customization. Suppose, let's take an example of Salesforce user interface. Okay, so client comes and he don't like the interface. He want to change it as per his requirement. That is doable in Salesforce. The user interface of Salesforce could be changed. But there are some CRM technologies that become restrictive. Like their interface could not be changed, and there's low customization. But Salesforce are providing customization along with. So if you compare with other technologies, that's how Salesforce better. Like the cost to the company who is using Salesforce would be low, and also if they are using Salesforce as compared to other CRM platforms, they get a better customization there. So hope this answers your question.
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, someone else?
Hi Pankaj.
Yeah, hi Chetna. Yes, Chetan. Sorry Chetan. Sorry for that. Sorry, hi Chetan.
To learn Apex language, it is required to have a knowledge of Java.
Java, if you have, is a good point, but as compared to Java, Apex is nowhere. Apex is like a child, and Java is like a granddaddy. If you compare both of them, so if you have a minute idea of programming, you could learn Apex. If you have Java, then you are good to go. But if you don't know Java, I would suggest stick to the Apex only and start with Apex. Though you might need to learn few of the programming concepts like OOPS and all, that is required.
Can you tell us about what is the role of certificate in Salesforce, or as it is mandated to get a job in?
Yeah, so as for the role of certification, we have been to the college. You know what is the role of the certification. Everyone was running for the certification. Yeah, we know we need certification. Okay, but at the end, certification doesn't matter. It's your knowledge. But why we need some certification now? Suppose there's a company A, and that company is getting so many requests for a job. So they need some like filtering out tool. Okay, so certification could be one of the filtering tool. Though I would not say it's ideal or not. It's not ideal. That I would not say. Why? Suppose because the certification are expensive. Because in India, still for the middle class, spending 20,000 for a certification still odd. Okay, so that is expensive. What is the demerit of that? Suppose there is some guy who's like good with Apex, good with flows and all, but he or she doesn't have the money to get the certification. So because of that, that guy might get left out. That might be the issue. But certification is not important. There are companies that hire you based on your knowledge. Certification just used on filtering. Okay. Why I'm saying that? Because I myself an example. I got around 10 offer letters without a certification. I did my PD1 certification after I got the job, not before the job. So certification is not important. It matters. What matters is your knowledge, but you need to also gauge the market now. Because currently, what I've seen, like few of my friends have contacted me. They are saying like every company is asking for the certificate. If every company is asking for a certification, then you don't have any option. You need to get a certification somehow. But even in that scenario, there are companies that would hire you based on your knowledge. So hope this answers your question.
Hello, Pankaj. This is Manisha here.
Yes, Manisha.
If you tell any roadmap for development.
Yeah, for the roadmap, that is this week. Let it open. So, yeah, so this document I will be sharing you for all the participants who are in the meeting in the mail. Okay, if I misses this document, you could send me on drop me a message on LinkedIn. So for a path, I have created one path for the trailhead here. Okay, this is the complete trailhead path. It includes admin, then the developer. So you could click this path and you will be good to there. Go, let me show it.
Yeah.
So this is the link that I shared a while on my LinkedIn. So let it open. As you could see, I've read Salesforce. This is a basic that you need to learn. Then business automation is separated, and then the chapters like
Yeah.
writing flows, report dashboard, and quick list and all super badges, and then we go to the development part. Okay, this is a complete playlist of the development. Then even if this include LWC, if someone want to include LWC and all, this is a complete path for your what I could say. Yes,
Yeah,
Manish.
that's now 8 years of gap. So, how many chances are there that I will get a job or not? Because
You have to consider the 8 year gap and all
okay,
that thing will take time, but yeah, it is not like there's a dearth of opportunities. There are companies that are welcoming people, so it's up,
okay,
you need to be strong. That would I yeah, it would take like, since a 8 year gap would like take some time, or it would be difficult for you. Okay, but
yeah,
there are some companies that have started begin again program for the women's, especially the women's. Okay, so for
okay,
that company, you could apply. Though I am against it because I feel that begin again opportunity should also be for the men. But yeah, the man doesn't have that much scope. So yeah, for women there are golden opportunities like. So yeah, you could do it. It would be a struggle, but you need to be strong and sit tight and apply with your jobs that you could. And I would have a one suggestion: try applying for the start, because startup always need cheap labor. And also one thing, money should not be your first goal while getting a job. Just get a job, whatever the pay they are giving, just get it. After a few years, just leave the company, and you would be able to get your good package. So anyone here who has a gap, I would suggest one thing: please don't target for the money. Go for the job, go for the opportunity, go for the learning. Once you have all of them, leave that company and get whatever the package you want.
Yeah, Pankaj, I have put a big difference on resume.
Like, you have put a fake resume, there's no sin or nothing. It is okay if you could handle it. It's up to your handling capacity. So if you are putting 2 years, hope you could handle it. If you can't handle it, I would say drop down the your experience. Why I'm saying? Because you are putting say 2 years or 3 years as an experience, and once you get to that company and you are not able to do the simple task, there are so many things. Like, first you would get a peer pressure, and everyone, even your juniors, would be laughing on you. So keep that experience. Even if you are faking it, keep it within the foundation of your capability. It is like the thing that I say, जितना झेल सकते हो उतना करो, which means whatever your capacity is, do within that range.
Hi, Pankaj.
Yeah, hi,
This is
Abhihamini.
Bhagyan here. Can I switch to Salesforce developer jobs like only through J2S, or like what extra do I need to take?
So you are yeah, like I would say, first thing that I would say, J2S is a golden opportunity. Like, this is a opportunity for everyone. Like, whatever background you are, whatever the gap you have, J2S is a golden opportunity. That I must say first. Then, but there's a problem with J2S. Getting called is longer there. It might take 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. That's the issue with J2S. Hope everyone who's doing J2S would agree with it. That is the one issue with J2S. Second, so but you get the opportunity, so that is one positive point. So J2S, and after that, I would suggest Naukri.com. Why Naukri.com? Because there are so many platforms. I would not like to name them, but yeah, they are getting promoted on LinkedIn. Especially the people are promoting one platform like that. That is the worst platform there. So don't go there. Why I'm saying, so there is no middleman, nothing. You get a lot of calls there, and people are genuine there. So I would say only two platforms. Stick to these two, and if you feel these two are less, then you go to the others. Because I would not name any other else, because I personally like the Naukri, and but I would say keep these two. Then after that, as much as you want, you could like check the others.
So actually, the interviewer asking LWC questions.
Okay.
Most of time they are asking like that only. They are asking, have you experience in LWC? But
Okay.
I am in fresher, right? So in Salesforce, then how can I face that?
Okay, to answer that question, like, either you could refuse to directly to refuse to those interviews. Okay, to tell you, let me tell you my personal scenario. While I was looking for the job, like, I didn't have any idea about LWC. Now I have the idea of LWC, but during that time, I was straightly saying no to the interview, and they were okay with it. So, if to give you an example, if you don't learn LWC, you would find 80% people would be okay to hire you. Like, those 20% won't LWC. It's up to the company requirement. Like, most of the companies are okay to hire you without LWC knowledge, and then they would train you. Okay, now why they are saying? Because there are so many things in Salesforce, and everything is not expected to you. But yeah, there are companies that have a requirement, they want it. But if the company don't have, they are okay with it. So it's up to you. If you feel that every company is getting that jump into the LWC. But my personal suggestion is focus, since you are a fresher to Salesforce, focus on the learning.
Admin and development
Yeah.
part, like development part might mean Apex and triggers.
Yeah, Apex and triggers.
They're asking in triggers and also asking in LWC. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, that is a
I'm
mixed
actually
question.
using
So in the interview, you could straightly say no.
using LWC in background, but that's why they are asking. So how can I
No,
answer
no, no.
like that?
Many companies are not using LWC. Why? That's kind of a euphoria going in market. Let me tell you example. LWC, a client, there comes various kind of clients. Okay, some clients are okay with the whatever the facility Salesforce are providing. Okay, if they don't like the say the user interface of Salesforce, they have want to add some functionality, they go with the LWC. Okay, so there are projects, there are many companies that comes with a request to the IT company or any other company that are providing Salesforce service with or without the customization. Salesforce is just a part of the development. It's not like the whole development is depending on LWC.
Okay, I understand. Okay.
Yeah. So yes.
Yeah, most of time we have to strong in admin part and also Apex and triggers.
Yeah, that would be the first thing that you need to be sure if you want to job. If you want to learn few more things, you are sure you are welcome to go and learn LWC. But but you could also get job without LWC. LWC is important, no issue on that. But there are so many things you can't learn everything, and companies are okay with it. Many companies are okay with it, but there are many companies that have the requirement. So yeah, before I answer anyone else doubts, let me go to the chat because I haven't gone to the chat and there are many questions there. Okay, so let me go to there. Okay, that is already answered. So no, which one is better, product based or service domain in Salesforce? Is Salesforce a service based? Let me answer this question if anyone else have a doubt. So Salesforce is a product based company, and if you are targeting a job, product based companies are always good to go. And there are many product based companies that are using Salesforce platform. To give you example, our own Titan is a Salesforce client. Okay, and then you all might have heard about Adidas. Adidas is also a Salesforce client. There is JP Morgan, because one of my friend got hired to JP Morgan as a Salesforce developer. So that is also a Salesforce development program. And all of you might have heard of Delivery. That is a logistic company that is also using Salesforce. So many product based companies are using Salesforce. So you are good to go with any product based companies that are using Salesforce, because product based companies are always better than an IT company. Hope that answers this question, and if anyone having this doubt, hope this answers that. Now, okay.
Instead of process builder, flows will prefer.
Yeah, like there is like Salesforce will not be providing any new functionality or any update in process builder or workflow rules. For the future, all the update would be provided in. So flows is a future if you want to learn about the automation in Salesforce. So I would say all of you guys do have the basic idea of workflow rules and Salesforce process builders, but don't go and deep dive into it. If you want to deep dive into it, go for the flows, but have the basic ideas of other things as well. We will be ending the call now. Yeah, guys, thanks for joining. So goodbye and have a good night and a good weekend.